breathtaking, absolutely beautiful. So why I feel quite emotional driving through such a beautiful area. I want to reflect on when the first part of this video I said at the airport, the reason why I booked this trip. So about just over a year ago, a year and a half, roughly about a year and 3 months ago, I wasn't in a good place mentally. I had a breakup that knocked me for 6, and I struggled with my mental health a lot. I was kind of like an autopilot in life, so I said to myself, I need to work on myself, I need to bring myself back to who I was. I moved back to my parents and started going gym more, working on myself, getting myself back to a physical and mental positive place. I started reading, surprise, surprise, the way I speak, doesn't sound like it, but still there was just something missing. I have such a beautiful family, I have 3 beautiful children, and I feel so grateful. My bucket list was to always drive in America, and just the open road just appeals to me in America. Driving in London is not exciting. Yeah, so I said to myself, do you know what? I'm going to do it. I need to do something well out of my comfort zone. So I booked the flights. First thing I done was book flights to Miami and return. Then I said to myself, where should I go? I sat there for about a few weeks, Googling places where I could go, and then I put it on my Instagram, and a couple of people reached out to me saying, well, let's meet up. I sort of live there, so obviously yesterday I met up with Marlon. Yeah, so, and there's still more to come. Like, you get thrown challenges in life to make you realise the good you have, and people come and go in your lives, situations happen, and you just got to embrace it. And I just said to myself, I was beating myself up for being sad and being depressed, but it's okay, that's all a part of the process. It's okay to hurt, it's okay to feel sad. It just makes you appreciate how beautiful life is. The fact you can just get on a plane, travel to these incredible places. So that's why I booked this trip, and I have to say, so far it's incredible, and I'm only halfway through it. So that's my story. I said to my mum and dad, I was like, Mum, Dad, I understand, I live back at home. I don't want you to think I'm booking this trip and I'm taking a mickey. How beautiful my mum and dad is. My mum and dad said to me, a little bit of emotion here, do it, book it, you only live once. So my dad said to me, what car have you hired? And I said, just a Mazda, like a Mazda 3 or just something like that, just to get around America. And he went, well, you're going to America and you're driving a Mazda. Get yourself something better than a Mazda. So I said, okay, cancel the booking, and that's why I've got this Shelby Mustang. I have such a beautiful family. Again. So I just stopped off at a little town called Robbinsville. Absolutely gorgeous little town. I'm like, stunning. absolutely gorgeous. I'm just going to jump back in the car now, and I should get to West Virginia about 10 o'clock, I reckon. Yeah, the drive's been beautiful, absolutely stunning. So yeah, I'm going to jump back in the car and head up to West Virginia. Oh, what palaver. Went to get in the car, pressed the ignition, nothing, dead. The car wouldn't start. I was like, crap, what am I going to do now? I went back to the diner, and then I see this guy, and he's near his car. I said to him, hey dude, how you doing? Can you, is there any chance you got jump leads? And he went, I'll see what I can do. Him and his wife or partner was phoning around. He was from New York, she was from local. So then we asked around, no one had any. Then the restaurant that I had my food in, the chef, luckily had some in his truck, and the ignition started. I said to him, I was like, man, thank you so much. But I think what I did do wrong is I had the GoPro, I left it on charge in the car, and I think that's what killed the battery, but so quickly, within 20 minutes. But we're all good now. I'm back on the road. I'm on my way to West Virginia, but I'm gonna focus on the road now. I'm a little bit stressed, but yeah, hopefully no more hiccups. Hello there. Had more drama yesterday. So I was driving to West Virginia, entered West Virginia perfectly fine. It was a very long day of driving, but a beautiful drive as I was entering West Virginia from Tennessee. And then my sat nav said 15 minutes to your location. This was around about 11 o'clock at night. I was driving sort of in these sort of country lanes. I'll show you a video on the side there. It was literally pitch black. All I had was my headlights, and then as I was driving, didn't see anyone for ages, and all of a sudden I see this person with a flashlight out of nowhere just shining it in front of me in the road, trying to sort of yield me down. So I was like, I am not stopping for this. Like, I've seen the movies. And then sort of I slowed down and then got past that person. Then I went round the corner, and all of a sudden these three guys come out of nowhere, and I was like, oh no. Got towards me, I opened my window slightly, and it was like, didn't you see that person trying to yield you down? Like, I was like, I'm sorry, like, I just was on my own, I was not stopping. I thought it was quite shady. And then I looked up ahead, and there was a crash on the side of the road with flashing lights, which I didn't see when the person was sort of slowing me down. And I was like, can I go through there? I was like, yeah, you can go through. So I drove through, and then it said 10 minutes to your destination. Kept driving, and then it said turn left on this off-road track. Like, literally just the width of one car could get down there. And there was all these caravans on the side, and there was no one around. And I was like, oh my God, what is this? Then a sign come up saying dead end. This is not where my motel is. So then I was like, I'm turning around. So yesterday I used Google Maps, and my phone messed up yesterday. The signal was wrong. And then I looked at where I was. I was 239 miles away from my motel. So I searched it into the GPS on my car. And then it just said, yeah, 239 miles. And I'll get there at 3 a.m. So then as I was driving, I was getting low on fuel. It said oil needs changing. And I was like, oh gosh, no, not this now, please. As I was on that off-road track, it was on like cobbled stones. I'd done a U-turn, and then all of a sudden my tyre pressure on my left wheel warning come on, and I was like, crap. So it was either stay where I was, find a hotel, motel, Holiday Inn, or drive another 3.5 hours to the motel. I'm determined. Absolutely knackered, so I put my foot down. I hope there's no flat tyre. I hope the oil's going to hold out until I get there. Got here about 3:30 in the morning, checked into my motel, didn't even get my suitcase out the car, got into bed, and then I woke up here about 9 a.m, then had a shower and felt human again. Woke up this morning, messaged a friend who actually lives here in Charlestown, who I'm going to be meeting tomorrow, which will be quite cool. I look proper American, man. Love that. And then yeah, so that's the plan tomorrow. I have to say, this has been eye-opening road trip. Absolutely beautiful. there has been drama thrown at me, but I have to say, yesterday, when I was in the middle of nowhere with no phone signal, like yesterday, I have to say, I wasn't scared to the point where, like, I felt a little bit, on edge yesterday, like when I was in the middle of nowhere, because I didn't know what to do. But I'm always quite good in situations like that. I'm kind of a hands-on person, and when things are thrown at me, I kind of like get second wind. But it's all a part of the journey, all a part of the trip, and I have to say, this is an absolutely beautiful area. If I was to move to the States, I think I'd move to somewhere like this. But it's been beautiful. So I'll catch you in a bit, peeps. So I got back to my motel, and then I drove down to Harper's Ferry, which is about a 20-minute drive, and then went to the visitors parking, which is about a 10-minute drive up that way. And I'm out of breath. I'm not even started walking yet. I parked my car there. They had visitors parking, like I said, pay $20, and then you get a free shuttle service that takes you back down to the town centre. And I have to say, like, I've drove through that town over there, town of Harper's Ferry, and it's beautiful, like very old school American. It's got the old train lines. So I'm gonna walk around the town, spend a couple of hours here. The reason why I'm recording on my phone now, my GoPro, well, Action 3 I should say, has no room on a memory card. I'll leave you to have a look at some of the pictures and videos I've taken. Look at that. Good morning. It's Saturday here. It's currently 10 to 8. I got myself an early night last night. Obviously, I've not slept that well the night before. So yeah, I went to bed about 10, watched a movie in my room. Today, I'm meeting a friend and we're going horseback riding, which is pretty cool. I've not rode a horse since I was probably about 8, and I didn't do it that well, to be fair. And I'll be riding a horse called Peter. So that's what I'm planning to do today, and then we're going to go for some food after. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be good. See you guys in a bit. So yeah, just got back from the horse ride. That was incredible. Like, big thank you to Katie and Ariana. Ariana's the friend that I know that lives around this way. So yeah, massive thank you to both of them. Like, I rode this really cool dude of a horse called Peter, and yeah, it was really nice. I didn't record as much as I intended, but I was just living in the moment, chatting to Ariana and chatting to Katie, and just they were asking me questions about the UK. I was asking questions about here. But yeah, I know Ariana for a few years now. We've just been on and off, like, chatting, gamed a bit with her. She's really cool, down to earth. So it's cool meeting up with her. So they gave me Peter, ex-racehorse, which is so nice. You see a few deers running across. But yeah, that was incredible. That was such an American experience. I could definitely move around this way, own myself a farm with some horses, and just live this life. Like, I can see why Katie and Ariana live around here. But yeah, so I'm going back to the hotel now. I'm going to go and get some food with Ariana. She's going to take me to a barbecue place, so I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, I'll catch you in a bit. And this trip has just been incredible. Good morning, world. So it's currently what's the time? It's 9:41 in the morning here. Sunday morning. Just left West Virginia, went through Virginia, and I'm on my way to Baltimore. The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, and my gosh, I'm in a good mood. Checked out my hotel in West Virginia. Absolutely love that place. It's so far out of everywhere I've been to. It's probably my favourite area, just because it's kind of like farmland. Very like Harper's Ferry is very old school. The rivers, like, it's just so gorgeous.
In 1.5 miles, turn right at exit 87A onto US 29 South.
Yes, ma'am. I was meant to meet up with Ariana to go to a casino and a horse race track, but the American fell asleep, messaged me about 1 a.m. and was like, oh my god, so sorry, I fell asleep. So Ariana, when you watch this, but then she messaged me again this morning. I said to her I'm going to check out my hotel at the motel again, Holiday Inn. Messaged her this morning saying I'm leaving about 8:30. It's good to see you. And then she was like, well, I'm going to be at the Starbucks across the road. I'll go and get a coffee and I'll come and say goodbye. So now I'm on my way to Baltimore to meet up with Dan, aka Kibbles, a guy I met on Xbox, like I mentioned earlier, about maybe 13, 15 years ago. I don't know how long it is, but it's been a while. I've not gamed with him for a while because I don't really game as much as I used to. It's when like the Battlefield 3 game was out and the Battlefield 4 game was out, and me and a few friends from the UK had like a community of players, loads of us across the like US and the UK, and we used to destroy people on it. I should get to him about 10 a.m. and then go and say hello to him, his wife Jessie. We're on our way to American football game which starts at 1 p.m. here. The Baltimore Ravens versus the Washington Commandos. Should be nice. Why are you so far up my arse? If you're going to be that close up my arse, at least buy me a drink first. And then tomorrow we're going back to Virginia or West Virginia to do whitewater rafting. A bit nervous about it, but I don't want to tell Dan that. Obviously, I want to be masculine and be like, yeah, it's sick. I'm an okay swimmer. I'm not a bad swimmer, but it's a rough river, so it should be interesting. Hopefully Dan don't have to save my life. And then on Wednesday morning, I leave Dan and make the 17-hour drive down to Miami. I'm going to change the car Tuesday. I'm going to stop off at Daytona Beach. I did want to go to the Space Center and Key West, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do that now. I might extend the car rental to see if I can do it. If anything, definitely going to Daytona Beach, and then I definitely want to go Key West, but if I don't get to do Key West, it is what it is. I've already done so much on this trip. So yeah, I'll see you in a bit. I'll put some footage up of the football, etc. in a bit, peeps. Morning. I've not done a video for like this for a couple of days because I've had such a great time with Dan. So yeah, I got to Dan's not yesterday, the day before, and knocked on his door, open arms, big hug, and it's been like that the whole way. Dan and Jesse have been incredible. Like that they've hosted me, they've let me stay, and their pets are so cute, so cute. And as if you know me well, you know I love cats and dogs, so I'm literally in my element. So I got there and then had a couple of drinks, and then me and Dan headed to the Ravens game. We got there about 10 minutes into the game because the traffic was just chaos, but that was amazing. Like as soon as I walked into the stadium, like it was electric. Like the atmosphere is something else. And then after that, me and Dan went to the Guinness Brewery, which was really cool. Me and Dan got some food, picture there, gorgeous food. And then Jesse come to meet up with us, and then we went to a brewery, a really cool brewery, and had like all different tasting of different beers and lagers and whatever. Yeah, and that was really nice. That was really cool. But then that was it. I hit a wall. Like I was pretty merry. And then we went back to Dan's place. He was giving me some nice, very nice whiskey, which was gorgeous. Then his parents are staying over at the same time. So his parents come through the door. I met his parents, spoke to his mum and his dad about all sorts, and that was quite cool. And then we sat out on the backyard, and there was a fire pit, and then just had a few more drinks and chat. That was really nice. But yeah, I was absolutely past the limit, very past the limit. I was very merry. And then the next day we woke up, had some breakfast, Dan cooked me some food, said goodbye to his parents. Jesse went to work, and then me and Dan went back to West Virginia, and we done whitewater rafting, which was, I tell you what, I was absolutely nervous before it. Like I went quiet, and Dan could tell like I was quite nervous. But I went to buy a memory card for my GoPro, my Action 3. Stuck it in my GoPro as we was just going to do the whitewater rafting. Didn't work. The memory card didn't work. Tried to format it and everything like that. So I've got no footage of the actual whitewater rafting. But I tell you what, it's all up here. It was beautiful. Like we was on a boat with two dads and two kids, and then a lady at the back. But yeah, before that we went for a hike, and I will put a picture there as well of the hike, and the view at the top was just spectacular. Yeah, so we went to the whitewater rafting. It was about category 3 of some of the river bits. And then Dan said to me, he was like, Gaz, what do you want to do? Like, it's up to you. I don't want to force you to do anything. I was like, mate, Dan, I'm easy. And I was like, whatever's easiest for you, Dan. Like, you've already gone above and beyond, made me feel like a royal. So we went to a local supermarket, got some beautiful steaks. Dan cooked some steaks and potatoes and veg and stuff like that. And I tell you what, it didn't even touch the sides. It was so beautifully cooked by Dan. He knows how to treat a man. And then me and Dan sat on a sofa, not together, opposite sofas, just want to clear that up. Opposite sofas, watched a film together, Netflix and chilled. And my eyes were going. I was fighting it. I was like drifting. The film finished, and then I went to bed and had such a beautiful sleep. I've got one more night with Dan and Jesse. We're going to go tonight to watch. I'm just going to drop the car back because I need to replace the car because the car needs to have its oil changed. So I'm just on the way to Hertz now. I'm going to absolutely miss Shelby. Shelby has been fantastic. Like her battery's died. We've done about 2,000 plus miles together. She's drunk my money with the fuel. But I'll tell you what, it's been a beautiful car to drive. But I'm going to get something a little bit more comfy, hopefully, so I can head back to Miami tomorrow. So yeah, tonight we're going to Washington to have a look at the memorial bits and the landmarks and stuff like that. And then tonight we're going to go and watch an ice hockey game, another sporting event which I'm buzzing for. Yeah, I'll see you in a bit. Goodbye, Shelby. So I picked the car up. I'm just stopped off at a McDonald's. I'm gonna get myself a coffee before I head back to Dan's. But I've got myself a little Honda Accord, baby. It's quick. It's off the mark. It's very quick. Just show you inside. Jeremy Clarkson again, isn't I? This is it here. I was able to get an extra day, so I'm taking it back on a Friday now. But yeah, I'll see you in a bit. Come, cats! Come on, cats! Good morning. It is 11:49, so almost noon. So I'm just currently on my way to Miami now. So last night was awesome. Like, it was such a good night. So last night, me and Dan went to ice hockey game. That was incredible. Like the Washington hockey team against, I believe it was Vegas. Incredible, so good. Thanks Dan for getting tickets for that. The Washington team won. About 4-2. The food yesterday was another level. A duck and like sort of potato, and it was so nice. The best duck I've ever had, man. Like, it was gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. And then we went into the place where we was eating, and there was hundreds and hundreds of bottles. Like, I'll put a picture up of alcohol, like all different types of alcohol. Me and Dan's trying some nice whiskey, and yeah, it was so good. Good food. And then after that, me and Dan went out and had a very, very, very messy night. Ended up bowling through the door at like 3:30 a.m. with McDonald's in our hands. And yeah, we was munching on McDonald's till about, I don't know, maybe about 4 in the morning. It was funny because like the cat and the dog was munching with us, and it was quite nice. It was like the Last Supper if you can say that. And yeah, really good. So I woke up very hungover, and then packed my stuff, and then gave Jesse and Dan a massive hug and a massive thank you, said goodbye to them. It was quite sad leaving. The dogs come to the door and it was like they were saying goodbye to me. It was quite sad to leave, and I had an absolute blast with Dan and Jesse. Like, they were fantastic hosts, made me feel so welcome. I can't thank them enough. Like, a thank you is not enough. Like, yeah. So if you guys do watch this, hand on heart, like, yeah, incredible. I really appreciate it. I'm either going to stay in a hotel in Daytona, or because I'm getting there so late, I might just stay in a car. Like, it's more comfy than the convertible I slept in Savannah. But yeah, I'm going to go to Key West, and I'm going to get a hotel in Key West for the last night. And I want to book somewhere that's quite relaxing, with a pool right near the beach, and I'm just going to chill and do sweet. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Like I said, I should get there late. I'll do another little chat with you when I get there and tell you how my drive was and all that. But I'm hanging. I just had some Wendy's. I'd say Wendy's is better than McDonald's. But yeah, I'll see you guys in a minute. If you've got this far in the vlog, my gosh, I must be doing something right with it. So, but yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit. Good morning. Currently 7 a.m. I'm struggling. I'm very tired. Sorry for yawning. It's not you that's boring me. It's how tired I am. Look at that. That is gorgeous. So I'm in Daytona at the moment. So that drive was long. I was on the road for about 20 odd hours. I fought through the tiredness. Stopped off about 6 hours into the drive to have a little an hour nap or half an hour. Oh no, I stopped somewhere else. Slept in the back of the car because I didn't see a point getting in a hotel just for the night because I want to get to Key West. Got to Daytona, 3 a.m. I reckon, 4 a.m. Had 2 hours sleep in a car park. Just put the chair back and just slept for a couple of hours. And then right now I've come down to Daytona Beach to have a look at the sunrise. And it is spectacular. So now my plan is, I've got a 6-hour drive now. I don't know how I'm going to do it to Key West. I booked myself a hotel for the last night. So I'll catch you guys in a bit. I'm going to go and get some breakfast, and I'll show you some videos and pictures of Daytona International Speedway. It's coming to an end, and it's been an absolute blast. So many miles, so much stories, so many things I've done, so many people I've met, and a lot of money I've spent, but it's been so worth it. It's been so worth it. So I'll catch you guys in a bit. Peace out, A-Town. Well, I finally made it. I am now in Key West. I'll tell you what, today, since I left Daytona, I've had about 3 Red Bulls, 3 coffees. I probably napped while I was driving, to be fair, without even knowing. So Key West, as you can see in the videos of me driving, it's about a 3.5-hour drive from mainland, kind of Miami, Florida way. And it's something I've always wanted to see. So I thought it's worth making the long drive. I've got one night here and then I'm heading back in the morning. I'm going to go and walk over the west side and go and see the those chickens. Hey chickens, hold up. Hey chicken. Of this little island, or is it an island? I don't know if it's an island. And go and see the sunset, get myself some beers, and then I want to go back to my apartment because my apartment's got a swimming pool and a jacuzzi, so I'm going to go and chill there for a bit. But yeah, it's really nice. So I'm going to take some videos and pictures and hope you guys enjoy it. I'll see you guys in a bit. So that's it, here at the airport, at Miami International Airport, where it all begun and where it all comes to an end. You've got this far in the vlog, so I hope you enjoyed it. Something I thought I'd never do, something like this. So I don't know how it's come out, how it's come across through the screen, but I just hope what you've seen as good as what I see throughout this whole trip. Thank you for everyone who has watched it, who has wanted to watch it, because I've had a few messages to say, when's the vlog coming up, etc, etc. Thank you to the people I met on this journey, the little interactions. Thank you to my good friends, as I mentioned earlier, for being a part of this story. So I fly back, my flight's at 8 o'clock, so I've got a couple of hours to wait around, and then head back to London. I land tomorrow at 10:30, and then I'm back to reality on Monday of going back to work. Yeah, last night I was at Key West, went for a little walk around, see the sunset, that was beautiful, and then I headed back to my hotel and then grabbed a few beers and chilled in the jacuzzi for a bit. So then I got there and there was a couple I met. Well, one was from Naples, the other was from New York, I think. Yeah, and then they went, and then later on another couple come along, Tom and Tiffany. They were from Dallas, so they got in a jacuzzi, was all having a drink together, having a laugh and a chat. That was quite nice to end the trip. Yeah, I headed back up to my room, woke up about 7 a.m, had a shower, went down for breakfast, and then packed up and then dropped the car back. If you want any tips or advice on what I've got up to on this trip, anything you want to know about, just pop me a message on the comments below. I will tell you as much information as possible. The journey I done was all down to one person suggesting it to me, so a big shout out to that person. So yeah, thanks for watching. I don't know if I'm ever going to do one of these things again. Maybe if I go to the West Coast I could possibly do something like this again, but like I said, thanks for watching, I appreciate it, and Gaza Burgess is signing out. See you soon.